All right, today is the final day. Final day of a 2-week writing summit. Me and the other Corner Gas animated writers have been in the writing room for 2 weeks, coming up with new scripts and story ideas. So since this is the final day, I thought you might like to come in and see what goes on inside the Corner Gas animated writing room. If you do, stick around, because that's where we're headed now. All right, here we are inside the Sylvia Hotel, classic old hotel, built in 1912 actually. So what we do for the writers' summits, we always find a hotel and we either rent a boardroom or a big suite or something, get all the writers in there, and that's where we congregate to come up with ideas. So we often, not always, but often choose the Sylvia Hotel, A, because of its location, right on English Bay Beach in Vancouver, but also we just love it. It's one of the great grand hotels, the Grand Old Dam of downtown Vancouver. So let's go in now and meet some of the writers.
So then that's that. So then we took that out.
Look at them working back there. This is kind of what we sit. We all sit in a way that we can see the screen.
We're like American Idol judges.
Each joke gets judged individually. Ooh, gold ticket for that joke.
Yeah, that one was a little pitchy. A little pitchy on that last joke.
Let me introduce you to the writers, one by one. First up, Meredith, who you've seen before in another video.
Oh yeah.
That's right, you were the star of another Butt Pod video.
Oh gosh.
How exciting.
Oh, this is not terrifying at all.
I would tell the folks at home, let's see, what would the folks at home maybe want to know about the Corner Gas writing room? Just kind of let us know what we're working on right now.
We're working on outline or beat sheets for 3 scripts.
Explain to the folks at home
What a beat sheet is?
what a beat sheet is.
Yeah. So it's the story broken down scene by scene, and we usually do it by.
Look at those kung fu hand moves.
God, I can't do this. This is so hard.
This is why you're a writer.
I know. I'm
You
not
want to just
a-
write it down and not come back?
Yeah, unique New York.
All right, we're moving on.
Oh God.
This is your moment to shine, Meredith. Here with
I shine.
Jenny. This is Jenny's first time in the Corner Gas animated writing room.
Yes.
She's been in other rooms before,
True.
but this is probably the coolest, right?
Absolutely the coolest one. Yeah.
What's your experience been like so far?
In this room, it's been great. Yeah.
I mean, in life in general.
Not so great.
So explain to us, since Meredith couldn't,
Oh God.
what beat sheets are. This is for
Oh.
any, young comedy writer looking to write scripts. They want to learn the biz, as we say.
The beat sheets is really you're just trying to find the shape of your story. And so if you're writing for a show that's got multiple storylines like this one does, you're figuring out what are the main story points for every story. And you're it's like a smaller version of an outline. Once you get to the outline form, it's going to expand a lot more. But this is just saying what are the main story beats for each of these stories?
The nuts and bolts, as
Yeah.
it were. And then we stack the beats from each story. I'm coming back to Meredith. 'Cause Meredith always, she's the one who generally does the stacking.
I do the stacking. So I take the beats and I basically place them in the flow of the episode. So, what is the order of the scenes? So what do we see first? What's the cold open? What's kind of the funniest, best way into the story? And then make sure that we have a great order where nothing is repeated.
See? That was
Yeah.
perfect. Extra distracting, too, because I'm shooting this on my phone.
Yeah.
As I'm talking to Meredith, an email from Meredith comes in.
Just solid multitasking.
It's wall-to-wall Meredith over here.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to take you over to I can't remember if you've met Andrew before. Andrew Carr is one of my oldest buddies in the world of comedy.
Oh my
Where
God.
is here he is there. Look at him.
Hello.
Look at the golden aura that's
Hello,
around him.
camera.
I met Andrew in 1988. We were both young men who were looking to do stand-up comedy. We've been fast friends ever since. Andrew kind of got out of doing stand-up. When's the last time you did a stand-up show?
2007. I
Oh.
hung up the jokes.
Hung up the jokes.
I did.
Because he,
Had a big bag of jokes. I just went to the door, came home, hung them up on a hook, called it a day.
Andrew wanted to be a TV writer. That was kind of where he wanted to put his focus. So when Corner Gas came along, I was able to say, hey, I know a guy who has written a bunch of spec scripts. He's really good. We showed them to the network, and they said, yeah, hire that guy.
Do they know what a spec script is?
Tell the folks at home what a spec script is. Good point.
All right.
Look at him driving the boat.
Well, a spec script is basically a sample script of a show that's already on the air. Say something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Thanks very much.
He couldn't think of another TV show.
I was going to
Something
go
like
old
The Honeymooners?
school. Yeah, The Honeymooners. I was going to say All in the Family and et cetera. Something like The Connors, something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, any show that you love, and then you write a sample script. And those are kind of your calling cards that you send out. So if you want to become a writer, you show your scripts to whoever is producing the show.
I remember you had a Third Rock from the Sun.
Yes.
What else did you have?
News Radio.
News Radio.
News Radio.
A fine program.
Oh, News Radio was fabulous.
And I think you had a third one in your package that
I possibly did.
sorry
I
to
think
talk
I-
about
I
your
think I was-
package on YouTube.
Yeah. It was my own pilot kind of thing.
So Andrew's been on Corner Gas since season 1.
Yes.
We wrote the movie together,
Yes.
and now we're doing
Now we're doing the
animated
animation.
together. And
Yeah.
what's in the future? Corner Gas
The
Puppets.
play. It's a play. We're
It's
going to do a play.
Yeah, we'll license that out. License the plays. What else would folks at home, if they're interested in the Corner Gas writing room, what would they want to know?
Do we reveal the secret of how we break the stories?
We have kind of an unusual way that we come up with story ideas here. I call it the country music method. Come up with a title first and work backwards. Because I believe, I've never written a country song, but I think that's how a lot of times country music writers, they come up with the song, the title first.
That's what I do with all my country and western songs that I write.
So, for example, this story that we're breaking, or the one that's up on the screen now, the title came first from Jenny, actually, right? Packed Rat. So it's P-A-C-T, rat. So then you ask yourself, okay, if that were the title, what would be some storylines that would justify that title? And we ended up coming up with a rat story, of course, and a story about two of the characters having a pact with each other.
And there's a third story, though. There's a pack rat story in it as well.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's a
see?
pact.
So then we've
There's a rat.
woven it into like a little pun as well on top of it.
I feel like we have to give Meredith credit because I came up with the rat pact.
Ah.
And you came up with pack rat.
Pack rat. Yeah, the big reversal, the big steal.
Yeah, that's
Right.
The old
Yeah.
twisteroo.
You know.
And that's where the three storylines really tied in together. So that's a big winner.
It came together rather nicely. Lots of funny stuff in that episode.
In the magic of animation, you get to see that 4 years from now.
Buckle up, everybody.
Hello, 2022.
Okay, so now if you want to see how it is when we're actually doing some writing, this is what that looks like. It's a thrill a minute.
Alright, so this is second beat of Act
Yeah.
2.
Is this the one
See-
Wanda might see the kids?
Yes.
Yeah, because it needs to be the ramp up, right?
Yes.
The next step to the gear shift for the act out. So
Okay, so you love the song, so what's something in your book to tell the song?
She pulls it up and says, read into the backstory.
I just feel like, would it help if I put the visor up? Feels like such a good outbeat for that.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Is there something that we have to accomplish in this scene?
Does Davis want help? And she says, no,
Yeah.
but she'll drive or something?
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, so is this maybe she takes over driving? And she wants to go.
I like that.
And then the next beat is them going off a jump.
Is Wanda driving this? Or maybe
No,
Well, I was
yeah,
gonna say, so
right?
Wanda says, why doesn't she drive?
Listen, yeah.
You've got too much
Maybe you'd
focus on
concentrate better if
Yeah.
I drove.
So it's-
And her thing is like, so there's technically no speed limit for us, right? Okay, so now if you want to see behind the scenes with the actors, with the cast of Corner Gas Animated, just click on that little video right there. That'll take you behind the scenes during a voice record session with the cast. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, The Butt Pod, and check out thebuttpod.com. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.